Well, y'all, I just can't win, man. I can't win. What's good, Grind Schoolers? It's your boy, Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today what we got going down is, man, we are going to once again mess with this transmission pan on the Elko. I'm tired of messing with it. It's really starting to bother me because I'm literally missing the whole entire summer, y'all, with these car issues. Obviously, the Monte Carlo's broken down, broken apart, trying to get that put together. The Elko keeps leaking transmission fluid. I thought I fixed it. I went through two really thick transmission pan gaskets, and I just don't know why it keeps leaking. I've never been able to really lock it down and get it to, you know what I'm saying, be the best that it could be, I guess. It's always leaked. I don't really know. It's not a new transmission now, but it's never been like warped or anything like that. It has a real solid transmission pan on it. It's a deep pan. It's one of the cast aluminum ones, not the ones that you can bend real easy. So I don't know, man. So we're gonna just use the gasket maker instead of using the rubber gasket that goes in between it. I think that might be my problem. I should have did that the last time when Dash told me to do it. So that's just what we're gonna do, and that's how it's gonna be because I can't keep doing this, man. I spent like $40 on transmission fluid, and the transmission fluid that I used to use, the max shift or whatever it is even more than that. It's like $70, and it's just like, you know, pissing it out every single time the car just sits here. I'm missing the summer. With the issues that we have, the Impala, I was trying to get that one ready. Now we got to probably go into the motor and replace the internals in the motor and do whatever we got to do there. And, you know, it's really starting to bug me because, you know, we're almost to August, yo. And pretty soon it'll be fall and it'll start getting cold and stuff like that again. And it's just like, man, I ain't really even done anything in my cars. So we're going to change this. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get it to the Lincoln Tech car show, which is a pretty big car show. We might go there today. So, you know what I'm saying? If I decide to go, you know what I'm saying, we'll get some footage of that. I'm going to do this real quick, and then, you know, I'll just start up the car just so I can hear it, just so I can enjoy at least the sound. But I can't drive it today because that gasket maker got it set up, I think, for like 24 hours or something like that. And then I'll put some fluid in there. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, it doesn't leak anymore after that. And then, you know, we'll just go from there. And then I'll be able to drive the car at least for the rest of the summer. But yeah, man, we got to get to it. So anyways, man, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, let's get to work. All right, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and start the car up just so I can hear it, man. I just want to hear my car for a second. Reason why I'm doing it before I do the transmission pan and all that kind of stuff is because I don't want to start it up with no fluid in there. I'm not going to heat up anything, but, you know, I just want to hear the car, to be honest with you. So let me go ahead and start it up for a little second, and then we'll see what it do, man. There we go. Sounds so good. I just want to drive my car, man. I just want to drive my car. You know, I should have fixed it earlier this weekend, but, you know, it is what it is. I should have fixed it, or not earlier this weekend, but earlier this week. But, you know, I just didn't really feel like it, man. And unfortunately, things just got too late. It is what it is. So, and you see all the wiring and all this, and the speakers, all that stuff got to be adjusted. We still got so much work to do on this Elko, man. I just been neglecting it because, you know, obviously I've been working on this for the better of a year and a half, 2 years. And then, you know, the Impala has just been whatever. So I've been like kind of putting this on the back burner because I was trying to get a rear end for it so I can snatch everything out, undercoat it, do everything I got to do to it. But we'll probably do that in the fall, hopefully. And then I'll ride my car all winter. I don't even care, man. I won't ride it if there's salt on the road or anything, but I'll definitely ride it All right, that's enough. So anyways, yeah, man, so we're gonna go ahead and lift this thing up, and you can see how much fluid has leaked out. All of that black spot right there is all fluid, man. All that good fluid that I put in last month for the other car show that we made it to, the Kings of Colorado. And now we gotta drain it again, so whatever, man, it just is what it is. All right, y'all. So it looks like I over torqued this gasket again. I have no idea how this keeps happening. I'm literally doing 10 foot-pounds or inch-pounds or 106 inch-pounds, whatever it is. I don't know. But I have the digital torque wrench and it's still not torquing correctly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't really know. So this is the second gasket that done, you know, messed up like this. You can see it's all split, which is the reason why it's leaking so much. But we done with these gaskets, man. I ain't gonna mess with them. Don't really care. I'm just going to now just use the RTV and hope for the best. I'm tired of this thing leaking, and I'm tired of spending money on transmission fluid, and I'm tired of not driving my car. So we're gonna go ahead and take this apart, or take this off, throw it away. We're gonna clean the surface on the transmission, and we'll go ahead and put the RTV, which is this stuff here. This is what I got, high temp red RTV gasket maker. So we're gonna go ahead and go around the edge there, and I guess it's supposed to be 12 foot-pounds for the RTV. And then yeah, hopefully it does not leak anymore. So, and you could tell where the transmission fluid was like kind of really coming out. So dang, that sucks, man. That sucks really bad, because this gasket was pretty expensive too. I think it was like 30 bucks. I tried to use the thicker gaskets because you know, I thought it was going to be more durable. Apparently not. So I guess this is just user error. I just can't get this thing right. So, and it's not like I'm torquing it down with a ratchet or anything like that, man. I'm literally using a digital torque wrench, 106 inch-pounds or whatever the specification is, to try to get this thing locked down, and I'm still doing something wrong. I don't know. But anyways, let me go ahead and clean the surface, put the RTV on there, and then I'll slap this thing back on. I'll wait for 24 hours before I do anything with it, like turn the car on and drive it or do anything, just because I want it to seal properly. And then I'll fill it up with transmission fluid and hope for the best. Well, y'all, I just can't win, man. I can't win. I found the culprit. I found the reason why this thing keeps leaking. And man, it's just really ruined my whole entire everything. I'm trying to find the words right now, because you know, the Elko is supposed to be the one, you know what I'm saying? Like, we out, we vibing, we having fun, we enjoying. It's supposed to be the one that's reliable and everything. That I found a reason why this is not coming together like it should. Unfortunately, it wasn't just user error. Probably a little bit user error as well. And also, I probably messed it up myself as well. Maybe I didn't, maybe I did, I don't know. But because I'm not really torquing these bolts down that much, and the transmission is cast aluminum as well. It's a new transmission. It's a TH350. It's a new transmission. I would say it's been in the car for quite some time, but I bought it new. And you know, the car doesn't have that many miles on it since I put the thing together. So unfortunately, the Elko is done for, man. Oh, I can't win, bro. I got 3 old schools in this garage that we cannot drive. Like, This is massively frustrating. I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. And maybe you guys can see what the issue is, but I don't know, man. I mean, I just want something I can drive, y'all. Like, this shit is getting out of hand at this point. Yeah, you see that? If it'll focus, the damn transmission is cracked. Got a crack all the way through it. And that's why it's not sealing. I just kept assuming that this was good because the transmission is new, but it got a crack all the way through that bolt hole right there. So I'm gonna just probably put this transmission pan back up there, held on with a couple of bolts, and we're just gonna call it good. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what to do at this point because damn, this sucks, man, because the Impala needs a motor, or needs to go through a motor. The Monte Carlo got a motor here, transmission here, we're good to go. Everything just needs to be put together. This needs a rear end and now a transmission. So, damn, this sucks. I don't even want to put the transmission pan on now. Again, I had just assumed that the transmission was good because this was a brand new transmission when we put it in here. But I guess things changed, man. I guess I may have over torqued it or done something to it. And so now the plans for the Elko 100% are changing now. Now that it needs a new transmission, I was gonna get a new transmission for it anyway because this TH350 is just, you know, I don't know. But now, since this needs to be done, I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. I'm not gonna get frustrated, upset, but all of this stuff on this car is pretty much new, good to go. So I think what I'm gonna do is update the front drive accessories. I'm gonna keep it carbureted. It's still gonna be small block. It's built to be a 383, so I'm gonna just make this a 383. It already got an aluminum radiator, just needs to go electric cooling. I got an electric fuel pump for it, so we'll do that as well. Suspension already done, you guys already know that. Brakes already done. I already have the Corvette brakes for the back, they just need to be done. They just need to be converted to disc, I guess. I was trying to rock with the Elko the best that I could, trying to just keep it together and keep it on the road because this is the one that I drive. But now that it needs a transmission, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Dash said that he has a TH350 transmission or whatever, but I don't know. I think I want to go with a 400 anyway and just see what we could do. But this is frustrating, y'all. Like, I'm trying not to get upset because I want to just drive my car. Y'all know that, you know what I mean? But these things happen and it sucks because, we work so hard to try to get these things on the road and drive them, have fun, put miles on them and stuff like that. But, it just ain't my time, I guess, man. So now we'll just focus 100% on the Monte Carlo. I'm not even going to touch the Impala. I'm not even going to touch the Elko. I don't even care. I'm going to get this one because this one has everything that it really needs to get put together, I guess you could say. And then also, like, has some little things that need to be done outside of that for, like, the trim. But as far as running and driving, it doesn't need that much. And so I'm just going to focus on this, get this together, and, call everything else good. But, damn, that sucks, man. That sucks so bad. Anyways, man, I'm going to conclude the video here. We were supposed to, put the RTV on there, get it slapped back on there, have fun, and enjoy the car. But it looks like that's not gonna happen. It looks like this is gonna get broken down and we're gonna have to figure it out. So yeah, anyways, it's getting hot in here. I'm gonna cut it and it is what it is. All right, y'all, man. When it rains, it literally pours. And I'm trying not to get frustrated about this situation. Like I said, man, it just really, really sucks that nothing in this garage is working. Everything looks pretty, nothing works. And it's not that it doesn't work, it's just not working with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything works except the Monte Carlo because it's broken down or whatever. But it's just not working with me. The transmission, I had no idea that it had a crack in it. You know, I should have inspected it last time, but I didn't. It is what it is. I spent like $100 trying to get this transmission gasket, you know, between the gasket and the fluid and all that kind of stuff. Spent like $100 to get all that stuff done, and it still leaked. And then I find out that the transmission is cracked. Obviously, you guys know what's going on with the Impala. It's dead in the water too. So I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do, man. I'll probably pull the whole drivetrain out of this now or probably in the fall now, once I can get the motor and the transmission and everything done for the Monte Carlo, get all that stuff in. Once we can start putting this car back together, I'll start taking the Elco apart. It really doesn't matter if things are apart now because the Elco is not going anywhere. None of them are going anywhere now. So it doesn't matter if things are broken apart at this point because we need stuff. So I think what I'll do is in the fall, I'll probably take the motor transmission out of this car. I'll undercoat this car just like I did with the Monte Carlo. Since we don't have to do any paint or anything, it shouldn't take that long. I'll source a crank for this this motor on the El Camino, and I'll just put the crank in the car, and then because it's already machined, it's already done that. Don't need to do that again. We already got good rings, good pistons, good rods, all that stuff. We'll just change the crank, freshen up the motor, make it look nice and pretty. And then at that time, we'll probably source a transmission, source a rear end. And then once I can source those things, we'll put the car back together, and this should be good for next summer, and it should be a beast. So it's not all bad. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk. The only reason why I'm a little upset and frustrated is because I wanted to drive my car at least a couple of times this summer. And it looks like that's not gonna happen. So anyways, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I don't really know, but you know, it is what it is. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, always remember, work hard so you can live free.